Sharafka and Chair of the Communications Committee. Welcome to the APPNA Committee Cafe. Today, we are excited to spotlight one of APPNA's dynamic committees, the Scholarship Committee, and we have the chair with us today, Dr. Taiba Ali, and the incredible work they are doing behind the scenes. So let's jump started right in. So to start off, please tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Ali.
Well, I'm Taiba Ali. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist, and I'm in Oklahoma. And I've been in APPNA member. I've been APPNA member for a long time, and I've been the chair for this scholarship committee this year.
Okay. So tell us what inspired you that you got involved in this specific committee?
Well, I've been, as I said, APPNA member for a while, and I've seen APPNA doing so much philanthropic work, and I thought that helping our students with scholarships that was something that I always wanted to help, and I think this fit my passion for this like passion for helping our students. So that was something that I always wanted to do.
Okay. So people and the membership who are not aware of this committee, could you please tell us exactly what is the scholarship committee and what does it do?
Okay, so scholarship committee, it was it started about more than 10 years ago. The main purpose of this committee is to help the deserving bright students in Pakistan so far. Those, for their medical expenses has been so high, and there are many bright students who cannot afford it. Many of the students, they are from underprivileged families, and they have siblings and they can't afford. So scholarship committee provides funds for those eligible medical students.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing. That's really good work. So how do you guys come up with all these funds?
So each alumni has their own endowment fund. So the money is invested, and whatever profit we get, we choose some percent of that profit. We distribute it to the medical students. So far, we have like 10 alumni which are participating in scholarship fund committee, but not all of them, they are participating. And now, there are so many medical colleges in Pakistan.
Right.
So each alumni has separate funds endowment, and as a chair, we just like oversight sort of like all the committees, like where the funds are, how they have been distributed, how fairly, so this is the main purpose.
So is it like you're the bank and then you make sure that it's being distributed in a right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. That's the point. Yes. So
And so,
basically, APPNA is the main central. APPNA is the umbrella, and then under that umbrella, their alumni have their own, respective endowment fund, and each alumni is responsible for their own funding. Helping out students of that particular alumni.
okay. And so how do you choose these students who will be getting this scholarship?
So there is a strict criteria, eligibility criteria that students have to meet in order to, to be eligible for this. And each alumni, they have to choose their own candidates.
Right.
And there are many that need it, but not all of that end up getting it. But that's the hope that we can help as many deserving students as possible.
Okay. And so if I understand it better, so every alumni has their own scholarship committee that chooses the candidates.
Yes,
You guys,
yes,
the Central APPNA gets involved and releases the funds.
yes, exactly.
Okay. So is it a full-on scholarship for the 5 years of medical school, or what is the scholarship for?
So the scholarship is for so not like for all 5 years, because there are so many students. Each alumni chooses their own candidates depending on the need. It could be just for 1 year. It could be like different students, different along the year. So not like one student is that would be taken care of for 5 years. Unfortunately, that would have been an ideal situation, but since there are so many applications, you have to just choose you know um, basically who is more eligible than the other, or who's more deserving basically than the other.
Okay. So that sounds pretty challenging. So how do you decide?
Yeah, that is very challenging. And, there are so many applications actually, although um, each alumni is supposed to, handle their candidates and, that to go through the applications, everything. But in Central APPNA, we even get the applications that we are needy and we not take, being given the chance. And maybe, sometimes the question arises whether it was fair or not. But I mean, it's been very fair. But, it's such a huge there are a number of students that are in the medical colleges. We cannot entertain everyone. So yes,
Right.
this is an ongoing challenge, that there are more students, more deserving students, but we don't have those much funds to support everyone.
Okay. So how many scholarships are given every year?
So every year there are like so each alumni, depending on, I mean, if some about like last year there were more than 150, or rather more than 400 students were given scholarship. This year so far, like only one or two alumni have taken out the funds, so more than 100 students this year. But each alumni is, they take they have to select the students. I mean, it's a tedious work, like, you have to go through their applications, you have to verify the information, because you don't want to give funds to somebody who's not eligible. So I mean, there's a huge responsibility for the people who are involved in, in selection process, basically.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
So is there like a specific time period when the application opens and then closes, or do you guys do it all through the year?
So we can do it all through the year, but usually when, admissions start, that's when, that there's a huge demand that they ask for the funds. But throughout the year, I mean, if the funds are available, they can always be used to give it to anyone who needs it.
Okay. Okay. And once the funds are released, is there a process to track it and make sure that they're being used for the right purpose?
Yes, so each alumni who choose the, who choose the candidates, they have to provide us the list of the candidates, their information, how much is given, so that there's a fair, very transparent, basically, that everything is being given to the right candidates, and to that the funds are used in the right way. So we have the list of all the students who get it. We have all the information. The alumni has it. Central alumni has it. So there's a lot. It's very transparent and, clean and fair, basically.
So, Dr. Ali, if every alumni is doing the scholarships endowment fund, why is the central APPNA involved in this?
So each, like, we are, as a family, like, APNA is as I said, is an umbrella. And, that's what the purpose of an APNA is, like, to bringing all the communities, APNA, like physicians of Pakistani origin, together. So, like, this is a central place who oversight. If everybody is doing their own work, I mean, like, there needs to be something central, like, actually watching if everything is, taken care of. And if, like, for example, like, recently we got donation, a huge sum, and we are trying to in, involve and start the scholarship process for the other alumni. So if, everybody is doing their own thing, then I mean, you don't know what's going on. I mean, somebody has to see, and, that, okay, this needs the funds, like we have planned to invest or give this money, to some alumni, starting the process, or giving these funds to the existing alumni.
Right, right. And so that sounds like a lot of work. How do you find the balance to do all of this?
Well, when we have said, like, it's a commitment, we have to do it. Like, it's very sort of comforting that we are helping people, and, and students are getting benefit. So, that gives you strength that there's some positivity, and people are being helped, and, you're doing a good work, for humanity, for us Pakistani people too.
So this is all volunteer work.
All volunteer, of course, yes.
If I were to ask, how much time does it require from your daily life?
I mean, it's not that much. We hold committee meetings, like, quarterly, to just give an update. It's very streamlined, so it doesn't really cause a lot of time. But of course, I mean, it's a responsibility. You have to be just, on top of everything, that everything is being, taken care of. If somebody needs funds or somebody needs something, so yeah, I mean, it's not as time consuming, but yes, I mean, there's some responsibility on you, so you have to take up time for that.
That's amazing. That's amazing work that you guys are doing. So there are a lot of people who are watching right now. There are young physicians who would like to get involved. Can they get involved in your committee?
The way you can get involved is to actually donate, because more funds we have, more investment, and more, like, the profit, and then we can distribute it to more deserving students. So rather, I mean, at this platform, I would like other, like, APPNA members to get involved and donate for this cause, and especially for those alumni who have not started, so at least start the process so that we can help out other students. There's a huge need. I mean, Pakistan, I mean, not everybody is, alhamdulillah, we are so blessed, to be here, but those in Pakistan, especially, coming from poor families, and being so bright that you get accepted in medical college, but you can't pay the tuition fee,
Right.
so I would just encourage everyone to donate, and start, for the, especially the doctors, to start the process for scholarship in their respective alumni.
That's amazing. And Dr. Ali, can this fund be also used to apply for residencies, or this is purely for education purpose?
Yeah, this is especially only for education, medical education, and actually our future goal is to start the process in, like, in US too, because right now it's just for the all the alumni in Pakistan, but we want to start the scholarship program here in US too for NAMA students. So that's our, actually, our project, or like something, the initiative that we're going to take this year, to start the scholarship fund here in US too, because there are, I'm sure, deserving students here too who need it. I mean, not everyone wants to take the loan, and how expensive it is to get into medical school here. So this is one of the things that we are hoping to start soon.
That's amazing. So do you have a number of how many young students we've been able to help through the scholarship funds that we give out? Or is
Well,
there?
we'll see. I mean, there are many NAMA students, like, we'll see once the project starts. If people get to know, I think it would benefit them, because getting the loans and on interest and everything for medical students, I think this would give an opportunity for US medical students too, to get help if they're so bright. I mean, why not? They get advantage of this opportunity if it starts.
Okay. And so this is the future plan to help the American students.
Yes.
Okay. And this would be people who are going to medical school here, born and brought up here, or anyone
Yeah.
from Pakistan and want to study in the US?
Uh, well, because this is special. This is only for the medical students. So, like, but as I, in Pakistan, that already we have those funds and everything. The alumni that we're talking about. But for NAMA students specifically, the medical students here in US, born and bought, born and, yeah, raised here. That's the plan.
Okay, that's great. So, if you had to describe your committee in 3 words, give me those 3 words, if you don't mind.
Sportive, fair, merit. I guess.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's very strong. I like that. I like that. So that perfectly captures the spirits. Before we wrap up, what message would you like to give to the APPNA community and any young students or physicians who are watching us right now?
I would just say that do get involved, spend, donate. This is a good cause, and all donations are tax deductible. So your money is going right way, and it would help future medical students and doctor. And I think it's a charity, like it's a continuous charity that you're giving away. So just donation, I would say.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your incredible committee's work that you guys are doing. And really appreciate it for your time, for your efforts. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for watching Apna Committee Cafe.